Hi friends, welcome to my channel, and today in this video I am going to show you how to install System Center Service Manager Data Warehouse Management Server 2016. So the Service Manager is one of the powerful integration tool which provide you the all the IT infrastructure management things such as asset management, self-service portal, incident management, problem management, and change management process. So in last video we have installed a system center service manager. So now I'm going to install the data warehouse management server for system center service manager. So here is my infrastructure. So I have three virtual machines. The first one is Win2K16 DC01, which is my Active Directory server, and my domain name is victorinfosol.com. Let's check out and verify. Here it is. If you go, you can see the server name is Win2K16 DC01. I have installed Active Directory and DNS role on this server. If you go to local server, you can verify the domain name address here. And my second server is SCSM 2016. In last video we have installed System Center Service Manager on this server. So if you want to check out, go here, and you can go to System Center, Microsoft System Center. Here you have a Service Manager console which we have freshly installed. So in this video we are going to install a Service Manager data warehouse server management server, and then we will register with the Service Manager console. So we have one server which is SCDWMS 2016. I have this joined this machine in domain, and I have assigned 8 GB RAM to this server. Let's verify the things here. So here's the server. No roles, no feature has been yet installed. So I have just rename this machine and basic configure the IP address, and machine is joined in my domain. And one more thing, I am using the same account which I am using in my System Center Service Manager server, which is, you can say, if you go here, sorry, if you go here, and if you click switch user, you can see I am using System Center Service Manager admin account, and by same account I have logged in here. If you can check here, Task Manager, you can go and check under the users. I have logged in with the same account. So I'm using the same account which I am using on my System Manager System Center Service Manager server. So now let's do the step-by-step activity to install the data warehouse management server for Service Manager 2016. So the first thing, we need to install .NET 3.5, Microsoft .NET 3.5 on our server. So here I am on SCDWMS server, and I'm going to mount the 2016 server installation media here. So go to ISO folder, here is this. Go to on the server dashboard, go to manager, add role and feature. So .NET 3, click next, select the server, click next, and the .NET 3.5 is basically feature, so just select the feature, and here you have to specify the alternate path. So I'm going to browse the installation media of 2016. Under the source we have SSX folder here. Just copy it and paste here, click OK, and click the install button to run the installation for Microsoft .NET 3.5 feature. So it will take less than 1 minute to get the installation done, but this depends on your computer server speed on which you are installing the. .NET 3.5. So just wait for a few more seconds. So now the installation is completed for .NET 3.5. Go ahead and close this. And now the next task, we need to install the Microsoft SQL Server. So now I'm going to install SQL Server 2012. So going to mount the installation media of SQL Server. So here it is, 2012. Double click this DVD drive to run the SQL Server installation. Just wait for a second to launch the installation wizard. So here it is. So we need to go to click on install, and we are going to install a new SQL Server standalone installation. So click on it. Now it will launch one more wizard to check the prerequest for the server to install 2012 SQL Server 2012. So it's checking the prerequest. So everything is passed successfully. Go ahead and click OK. So here I'm not going to do this on production. So for the lab environment, it's okay to install the SQL Server on evaluation mode. So go ahead and click next. I accept the license terms. Click next. Now it's checking for the product update. So you can skip this. Not going to check for update. So now it's like copying the installation file from installation media to local local drive to run the installation locally. So it will take some time. So now copying file is done, and now it's launching the main SQL Server installation wizard, where we have to select the features and required settings to install the SQL Server 2012. On the role page, we have to make sure we need to install database engine service, full text analyze services, and reporting services. So just wait for it. So here you can see that it's running prerequest check once again. So everything is passed. We have few warning with the firewall and ASP security, .NET security. So we can go with that. So we have SQL Server feature installation. Go ahead, click next. And now we need to select the database engine services, full text, application services, and reporting service. And also I'm going to install the management tool on this server. So select the management tool as well as, so click next. And now it will ask for installations rule. So everything is passed here also, so click next. And now it's time to select the instance name. So I'm going to use the same default instance name for my this SQL Server instance, so click next. So now we have enough space in our C drive to install the SQL Server, so click next. Everything's passed there also. So here we have to enter the service account credential, name and credential. So I'm going to use the same account for my all the services. And production you can use as per required your requirements, such as like if you want to use the different account for different services, reporting and anything, then you can change it by like it's upon your requirement only. So I want to run all the services like database engine, analysis services and reporting server services with the same account. And in collection we have to make sure we are selecting the correct supported SQL collision for uh, system center, for the system center service manager data warehouse management server. So here you can go and leave the default, and here you can we have to select the Latin one general underscore 100. And now everything is fine. Just go here and click next. And now for the database configuration engine, I'm going to add my SQL Server administrator account, the local administrator which we have logged in, the SCSM admin. And for the it's now time to configure the analysis services. Same account I want to run as administrator. And for the reporting services, we are going to reporting services install and configure the default option. Error reporting, I don't want to send any reports to Microsoft, so don't need to check. Now we are successfully passed everything and we are good to go for the installation. And now just click on installation wizard to begin the installation of SQL Server 2012. And it will take some time, 10 to 15 minutes to get the installation done. So I'm pausing the recording here. Once the installation is done for SQL Server 2012, I will resume the recordings from there, and we'll proceed with the next step which is given here. So we'll do the next step, which is third step. So just pausing the recording here. So the installation is about to 80% completed, and it will take 2 or 3 minutes to get the installation complete. So just wait for a few more minutes, and I am pausing the recording for now. Once the installation is done, we'll resume the recording from there. So the SQL Server 2012 installation is completed. We have all succeeded on log here, you can see. So go ahead and close this and close the SQL Server installation main page as well as. So now the next step is to install the SQL Server analysis management object. I have downloaded the analysis object in my C drive. Here you can see under the downloads. So just go and run the installation for SQL Server analysis management object. So click next, accept the license agreement and click next. And then next task, we need to install the Microsoft Report Viewer. So we will install it from installation media or the System Center Service Manager. So just wait for a few seconds to done the installation for analysis management object. At the same time, I'm going to mount the ISO file of the System Center Service Manager. So here's System Center 2016. So System Center Service Manager DVD. Mount this DVD in installation in our server. So just wanted to browse this. So installation is completed for SQL Server analysis. So go ahead and close this. And now under the installation media, we have three files. So I'm going to launch this SC 2016 SCSM, which is Service Manager. So it will extract the installation file in local machine. So accept the license agreement, click next, and now select the path. I'm going to extract it in my C drive. So click next and extract. So it's finished, and go to C drive where we have a folder SC 2016 SCCM, and launch the setup. And now we are going to install the Service Manager Data Warehouse Management Server, which we are required to install. So go ahead and click on it, and now we are going to install it in evaluation mode for 180 days trial. So type that organization name, and here I have read it, understood it. I'll basically license agreement, click next, the location path, and now it's checking for the prerequest. So you can see everything is prerequest is checked. They require at least 8 GB memory. If you have less than 8 GB memory, you can go ahead, but it will give you warning for the memory check. So good to go, click next, and now we have to type the name here of our server, which is SCWDWMS 2016. Now it will give you the warning message for this collection. So and now we have to select the data mart. So just type the server name again, SCDWMS 2016. So we are going to create a new database for dmart repository and the staging and configuration all together. So you can see we have three databases going to create now: DW data mart, repository, and the staging and configuration. So go ahead and click next. Now same we need to perform here. So put the server name SCDWMS 2016. Now you can basically skip as well as you can skip, but I don't want to skip. I am going to install all the features SCDWMS 2016. Now it's passed this as well as, and now we have to put the data warehouse name. I'm going to use a Noida and group management. So I'm just going to add my account which I have just logged in. So it's SCSM admin. Check the account and good to go. Click next, and now it will checking for the service reporting server to configure the reporting server database. So it will take some time to get the instance, then it will register with the URL and report server instance. So it will take some time to get the instance information. So just give some time to Wizard to investigate and get the things ready for us. Now you can see the reporting service instance domain picked by default with the default name, and now it's getting the URL information and validating the SSRS web server URL. So it's automatically generating this report server. So we need to make sure it's using the port 80 when we are going to register this server database management server here on Service Manager. Then we have to must allow the port 80 from the firewall of the warehouse management server to get the access via system management server. So now you can see it's generated the port and the report as well as. So just to make sure, I'm going to allow the port 80 car right now on the server. So just go here and advanced setting, and now on the inbound rule, new rule, and put the port number, which is we are going to use port 80, and allow connection and domain and firewall, and I'm going to call it like port 80, allow, and finish. So we have done the port setting for here uh, for the reporting services. Now click next. Now configure the account for service manager service. So I'm going to use the same account, SCSM admin, and put the credential for it, and now select the domain and test connection credential. So the credential is where expected. And for reporting services, I'm going to use the same account, SCSM admin, and product password for this account. For production, you can use the different service account for running the different things. So it's accepted. So now we have to configure the analyze services. So I'm going to create a database for analyze services, and it will auto generate the details here. Take some time. Now you can see the SQL instance is default, and now if you want to change the storage directory for further database, you can do this, but I'm going to use the default one. And now we have to configure the analyst service credential, so I'm going to use the same account to just give it the small demo of this installation. So test credential, everything is passed. So now diagnostic, and I don't want to update from Microsoft, so click next. Now we are done with the like all the setting, and now we just need to go ahead and click on install to run the installation. And you can make sure and make a note of this all things to make sure you have what you have selected in during the installation setup. So click next, and now you can see the installation is initializing and preparing for the installation, and it will take 10 to 15 minutes to get the installation done depending on the speed of your machine. So just wait for a minute to get the installation done. So now you can see it's gathering required information for the servers. Now initializing is done. It's copying the installation file to local installation local drive. You can see here it's copied files running. So almost installation will take 10 to 20 minutes. So now it's creating the database. Here you can see repository database, and it will create the all required database like analysis database. And now it's creating DW data mart, that there was multiple database need to be created, and now it's creating the OMDW data mart, the all database which we have selected in during the installation. It will create the all. So now it's configuring database one by one. Now it's configuring registry setting is done. Now it's configuring the server to host the data warehouse management server role. I can see here installing server performance counter, generating service manager registrations key, adjusting modules. So configure server is also done, and now it's installing the services for us. Now it's, you can see starting services SQL Server reporting services on our server instance, which is default instance MS SQL Server. Now it's configuring the reporting and creating SRS database data source on data warehouse management server. Now it's importing the management pack for data warehouse management server. You can see the management pack names, which is being imported by with this wizard. So .mp file, which is management pack. Now you can see the installation is almost done, removing backup file and finalizing the setup. So good to go. With once the installation is done, we will go ahead and click finish, and we will register the data warehouse management server with System Center Service Manager 2016 dashboard. So just wait for a few more minutes to get the installation finished. Now you can see the setup is completed successfully. Go ahead and close this and check the unencryption backup and restore key. So we will export the encryption key and backup the encryption key and the path where you want to backup. So I'm going to backup on my desktop only. So cn encryption key and open and next, and then we have to put the passphrase for this. Oops, it's not getting. Click next. Now we are done with this. Click on finish button, and now the last task is to register the data warehouse management server with System Center Service Manager. So I have logged into System Center Service Manager console, and here you can see register the Service Manager data warehouse server. So click on it. Now register the Service Manager data warehouse. Click next, and you have to select the server name. So in my case it's SCDWMS 2016 and test connection. So it's not getting connected, so in that case you just need to go and check your firewall settings. So for now I'm going to like turn off firewall for domain account. Now if you click on test connection, you're able to see the connection to data warehouse management is successful. Next, and here you can see we have only 4 options here: administration, library, workload, and configuration item. We don't have any data warehouse. So click next, and now it's asking for the run as account. So we got to go with the same, and it will asking for password. So we have to put here the credential for SCSM account. So now here you can see the run as account and data warehouse management server. So everything looks good. So click on create from connection. Now it's creating the connection. Now you can see the report service deployment process in process. To determine the management backend, we have to check the log, and you can view the report has been deployed. So everything is good, and go ahead and click close. And now you can see we have a data warehouse is connected here. So now if you want to check, you can check with the data warehouse jobs management pack, which is installed. So So this is all about in this video where we have learned to install the data warehouse management server for system service center service manager 2016. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe me for more videos, and if you have any query, any concern related to this, please post me on my given mail IDs. Thank you once again. Bye bye.